Producing over 500 hours per week of talk radio, GCN Live is a world leader in talk radio. Archives for the following program can be found at gcnlive.com.
Saturday afternoon, October the 3rd, 2015. You are listening to the Naseema Omer Show, produced by Genesis Communication Network. Thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned. We will be taking questions in our third segment today. I have a great show, inspirational, motivational, uplifting, and more show planned for you today with very special guests. So before I get started, I want to let you know, get a pen and paper handy if you don't have one already, because I'm going to give out the phone number where you can call in and ask questions for either of our guests today or myself on anything pertaining to the show. And after the show, you can definitely get a hold of me and ask any questions or send me a note. Connect online to naseemaomer.com. Today, I have a very special guest, two actually. The first one is Barbara Porvitt. I hope I pronounced your name correctly, Barbara. Welcome to our show here.
Thank you, Naseema.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of meeting Barbara last year actually at the Art of World event in Minneapolis, Twin Cities area. So we are locally here today in our GCN studio, Burnsville, Minnesota, headquartered here in Burnsville, Minnesota. And the way I got to meet Barbara was through another mutual friend of mine, Anka. Hi, Anka.
Hello. Happy to be here.
So before I jump the gun here and go too far ahead, Barbara, before we get started, I just want to let our audience know a little about you. You are an artist, a painter.
Correct.
And you got started, and I will have you elaborate on that more, but you have a very nice website called Superhero Portrait.
Correct.
Okay. So tell us, how did you get started being an artist? Was that always your passion growing up?
Oh, wow. Well, truthfully, it's becoming a visual artist is kind of a surprise in my life. My mother tells me that when I was very young, there were times when I would actually start drawing and just draw for days and days on end. I don't remember this. I think I was too young. I know that, like, when one of my grandfathers died, I know I drew after his death. But what happened later was, in high school, I had the chance to go to art class for the first time, and it was amazing. I don't know, it was like nothing I had ever experienced before, just this whole process of using your mind and your eyes and your hand together so intensely and to create these works on paper. And, so that was the early stage, but then since then, basically, I learned how to draw faces, and then I became interested in figure drawing, and, I've been overseas, I've, studied art history and been, stayed in Boston for a couple of years. Oh, but it's always been the figure. It's always been portraiture and making marks on paper.
Okay. So did you formally study it in school as well?
Yes, I did actually. Eventually, after wandering around and having a lot of adventures in my early 20s, I settled down enough to come back to the University of Minnesota, where I did receive a degree in studio arts and focused a lot in drawing and painting. I did other things like photography and fiber arts, but really now it's come back to the figure and it's come back to paint. So
okay, very nice. That is amazing. Now tell me, when did you decide to draw the portrait, or paint your portrait, I should say, of your son?
Okay.
And I mean the big one. I'm sure you painted lots of pictures of your family members in addition to your grandpa, but
right.
Yeah.
No, actually this was it's very interesting because this was actually a time in my life where I was actually kind of stuck as an artist. I had been doing a lot of figure drawing always for many years, but just drawing a figure isn't as meaningful as something that has something to do with what's the idea, what's the meaning behind it, what's the feeling, what's the situation. And my studio mate at the time challenged me. He said, Barbara, you have to make something for the State Fair. And I was like, what? No, I can't make anything for the State Fair, and I had
the Minnesota State Fair.
Yes, and I had every single excuse in the book for like why I wasn't going to do it and why it wasn't going to work and da 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 da. And finally it came down to the deadline that I had to make the entry, and you know how every once in a while you actually have an aha moment where you have that story of like the beam of light actually coming down and hitting someone in the head and they fall off their horse and the world changes. I actually had that moment.
Wow.
And it was like literally, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Hey, what if I paint my son as Spider-Man? That might be fun.
Yeah.
He loves Spider-Man. And it was in that instant that actually everything changed.
And what year was that?
That was 2009.
Okay.
Actually.
Okay.
So,
And that was the birth and you just started unfolding your petals and blooming and...
Exactly.
Okay.
All of these things flowed from that moment.
Excellent.
Actually, yeah.
And then what was it that actually brought in, so superhero figures, right. You got Spider-Man for your son, so he was your inspiration there.
Yep.
How did that transform into heroines, I should say,
correct.
Of women?
Yep. So I did that portrait of Xander, and it did change things. And I realized, the process of doing this project with him, it was fun, and the image is fun when you look at it. Of course, it's a kid in a costume. He's got his fist out there. He's got his face all scrunched up, and he's like, "Whoa! I'm gonna get the bad guy. I'm gonna save the day," And so, of course, it's great. But then I realized there's something more to this. There's something about the energy in that image that's more than just one kid in a costume. I realized it's about an energy that's inside of us all, and I started just generally going out and asking people, if you were to be immortalized as your superhero of choice, who would you be and why? And this started, bringing forth so many interesting responses from people. Like I saw something happen to them, and I felt something happen to them when they were asked this question and given the opportunity to imagine themselves any way they want to be, where there's no limits and they can be immensely powerful and in a very playful way and colorful way. I was like, wow, there's something magical here. And so I started to really explore this idea of the everyday superhero portrait. And I was really going on with that when what happened in 2009, 2010, suddenly, basically, it seemed like almost woman I knew was starting to get breast cancer.
Isn't that sad?
Actually,
that's sad,
yeah. So that actually became a turning point for me, where I was stunned. I had these two different things going on. In the studio, I'm exploring this superhero thing, and in my personal life, suddenly so many people I care about are in this devastating, horrifying situation that could threaten their lives. And, like anybody, I felt just as scared and unprepared. How do you handle that kind of thing, even as the outsider? Like, how do you respond? How do you care about these people that are going through something so,
so traumatic.
Exactly.
And a battle, really.
Right.
A battle, both physical, mental, and on many different levels.
Absolutely.
So, now, what do you do during your day job? Are you a painter full-time or?
I am not a painter full-time like many artists. We have our craft that we are dedicated to, and we are trying to, we add to our own lives and we add to the world with what we create. But there's usually a need to also make enough money to keep a living going.
Right.
So, I have been working actually, bizarrely enough, in the hematology oncology division at the University of Minnesota, supporting some of the top research doctors and coordinating some of their NIH-funded training programs for a number of years. But weirdly enough, I got that job by the union hiring me after I started thinking about doing this project. It was like, what's going on? The universe is trying to tell me something. And that was another thing that just pushed me over the limit.
How wonderful is that?
Yeah, actually,
just started
honestly,
unrolling.
in every place in my life, an arrow was pointing. Go here, do this. This is important. You're supposed to do this, Barbara.
Your purpose. Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. And it all started from that aha moment.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. So tell us. So then you had your friends, lots of people in your personal life encountering and battling cancer.
Correct.
And then it gave birth to starting portraits of women in particular.
Correct.
With their superheroes, signifying that. And so far up to date, you've had 6 portraits completed.
Correct.
And it's amazing. And I noticed that many of them were in year 2009 that were diagnosed initially
right around that time.
in 2009. So, and if I may just read the titles, because I love the titles of the portraits, and I just want our listeners to be aware of these fantastic titles. So if you could, just briefly on each one after I mentioned that, just kind of say what strikes you the most, what touched your heart the most about that particular portrait?
Sure.
The Honorable and Joyful Lady Justice, Super Susie.
Oh, my God. Do we have an hour for her?
No, that's why, because we need to have I know.
No, Susie was amazing. She entered this process of coming up with her superhero identity and actually repurposing her life after cancer in the most picture-perfect way you could hope for. She delved deeply into her faith, and she found meaning, like justice came up for her, and joy came up for her, and she's like, I feel like God is calling me to bring joy to the people of the world. And now she's even going, and because humor was such a big part of her life with her husband and her recovery from cancer, she feels like it was even Jesus brought her joy.
So that's the title.
Yep.
Okay, what about Radiation Diva, Jill?
Yes, Jill Stanton. Okay, so Jill is actually one of the original inspirations for me to even do this project. When she was diagnosed, and she got diagnosed on her, what would you call that? That's the baseline mammogram that they want to take when you're just getting started having mammograms. Oh, great. So now she's going in for radiation, and she sent out posts every day asking people, this song was playing during my radiation treatment today. What superpower do you think that gave me?
Excellent. Let's kind of hold that thought. I hear the music, and we will be going on a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back after these short messages.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas, is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
Does being over 40 make you feel like half the man you used to be? You feel more tired, out of shape, not in the mood like you used to be? Thanks to an exclusive formula, you can help boost testosterone levels safely and naturally. Introducing Ageless Male, a life-changing supplement for men tested to help increase testosterone levels.
You'll notice a boosting your energy levels. Workouts work, sex life improves. It's like a light switch goes on.
Try Ageless Male risk-free if you would like to experience what taking Ageless Male can feel like. Support for healthy, normal testosterone levels, healthy energy, and increased performance. And more romance when you want it.
Call 1-800-327-4821. That's 1-800-327-4821. 800-327-4821. 800-327-4821. That's 1-800-327-4821.
Thank you, Ben. We'll
Virtually anyone can hack your cell phone and track your calls, your texts, your emails, your every movement, but only if they can detect a signal. Stay one step ahead of hackers and Big Brother with a Block-It Pocket, a custom-made pocket infused with pure silver that creates a complete Faraday enclosure for your cell phone. For free shipping to the lower 48, visit blockitpockets.com or call 888-315-9618. blockitpockets.com, enhancing health and privacy.
Are your Google search results killing you? Unflattering content in blogs, news articles, online reviews, social media, or other sources can jeopardize your reputation, your business, and your livelihood. Let Reputation.com help. Our patented technology will make the truth about you more visible while pushing down unwanted negative content. Improve your Google search results. Call Reputation.com at 1-800-831-0771 for a free consultation. That's 800-831-0771.
Hi, my name is Scott Fuchs, teacher and rowing coach for over 14 years. I was sluggish, overweight, on prescription drugs, and only 30-something. Fortunately, I was referred to Dr. Z, and happy to say Dr. Z's all-natural protocols over a consistent course resolved my health issues. I'm in the best shape of my life, and most importantly, on 0 medications.
I'm Dr. Stanowski, author of Evology, trained as a primary care physician, surgical manipulation under anesthesia, expert in nutrition, diet, weight loss, immune system, and I specialize in chiropractic. My 15 years of professional experience has taught me the 4 keys to vibrant health: a balanced musculoskeletal system, an integrated nervous system, a flowing lymphatic system, and a body filled with over 90 essential nutrients. This has been a secret too long. Actualize your potential, reverse disease. Call me, Dr. Z. 201-945-1177, 201-945-1177, evolveyourself.com.
The human body is more than 60% water. Your brain and muscles are 75% water. And your blood is 92% water. Water is vital to your body, and alkalizing your water is the key to keep it running at its best. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops keep your entire body healthy, boosts energy, promotes weight loss, and even fights cancer. Call 800-518-7615 or go to alkavision.com to find out more. That's ALKAvision.com.
Welcome back to the Naseema Omer Show, Section 2, or as we say it in the radio world, Segment 2. Today I am interviewing Barbara Porvitt, artist of the Superheroes and Superheroes Project. Welcome back, Barbara. If you've got your pen and paper ready for questions during the show, which we will take in this next segment, please call 866-582-9933, 866-582-9933, and after the show you can always reach out to me and I can kind of get you the information on connecting you to Superheroes Project or any questions you have on the show by going to NaseemaOmer.com or go to GCNlive.com, find my show, and you'll be able to reach me through there to my website as well. And you can always call 877-279-9422. That's 877-279-9422. Leave me a message, your phone number, and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. Barbara, so just before we went on break, we were listing out some of your paintings, 6 in all, and we were getting to number 3, the name The Alchemist by Jay. Is that how it's pronounced?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, Jay Olson, The Alchemist. Yes, Jay is just an amazing spirit who is so incredibly alive with so many different interests and so much both intellectual curiosity and aesthetic qualities that it's like she brings everything together like an alchemist and turns it into gold.
Wow, isn't that amazing? Number 4, Phoenix Rising, Lisa.
Yes, Lisa Dahlside. So she went online and actually took a, who is your superhero kind of query, and it came up with Phoenix, and she's like, what's the Phoenix? And then she realized, wow, it's like burning up in the ashes and rising to new life, and that's how she felt about going through and taking care of her cancer experience. She was a previvor, and she had a preventive double mastectomy, and that's how she felt that she saved her own life.
I see. Ruby Runner, number 5, Anne.
Oh, Anne Drought. She's so adorable. When I told her about this project and asked if she might be interested in participating, she was like, Oh, yes, I would be Ruby Runner, and I would be dressed all in red, and I would have the best gloves and the best boots, and I would have my pink wig on that my sister got me when I had to shave my head, and my superpower would be I can run and run and run and never get tired.
Oh, how wonderful. I'm actually getting goosebumps by all the... I wish we had an hour to talk about every single one, but you are so right about the energy coming across in the title and the poetry, and then giving that power in not so many ways back to the owner of the figure to inspire and motivate so many others in that message. I mean, so many hidden messages in there and so many verbal messages that you as an artist, I'm sure, sees well beyond that. I mean, number 6, your most recent one, Wonder Woman, Katie.
Yes, actually, she's one of the first, but okay. No, that's okay. That's all right. So Wonder Woman, Katie Tessman Stanek. She also was diagnosed on her baseline mammogram and had several large masses, and ended up going in for a double mastectomy on her 40th birthday with 3 and 6-year-old sons at home, and so. We know that this woman has been through some tough times, and when I asked her who she would be, she was the one that said straight up Wonder Woman. I would be Wonder Woman. And when she said it, I got a visual in my head right then of her standing full figure, facing the viewer, her eyes just burning into you, going, look, here I am, face me, I'm here. And she amazingly had a photo of herself in a Wonder Woman costume, just like that I could work from.
Oh, and amazing.
So we just took it from there. And so that's a life-size portrait. All of them are life-size, but this is a 7-foot-tall canvas. So Wonder Woman Katie basically has magical powers.
Excellent. And before, I'm going to hold off just a little more and bring, what you're working on currently. But tell me about how do you get the funding for your project and all that? And I hear the music. We'll touch on that lightly when we come back, and then bring on the current piece you're working on.
Thank you.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
Healthy, organic, fresh fish, robust, mouth-watering vegetables, all from your home. It's called aquaponics. This brilliant, self-sustaining protein and veggie system is perfect for year-round growing. Know exactly where your food is coming from. Aquaponicssource.com is the one-stop shop for all your needs. Fish food, plumbing, full systems, classes, and more. Learn to build your own system. Go to aquaponicssource.com for a free guide to aquaponics. That's aquaponicssource.com.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows. Pause and rewind live TV. Even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
This is Sharon Hunt. Before using Heart and Body Extract, my energy level was very, very low. I could only walk a few feet and then would have to sit down. I was tired and lethargic. But after taking Heart and Body Extract, my energy level has improved greatly, and I can now walk longer distances without getting tired so fast. Thank you, Heart and Body Extract.
Learn the secrets of an effective, natural, 100% organic nutritional supplement for a healthy heart and circulation at hbextract.com. For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey Guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit GoBerkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey Guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products. Most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey Guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey Guy.
Okay, open your mouth and say, ah. Ah. When your child has a sore throat, you need to know when to get help. The doctor recommended Say Ah Sore Throat Exam is your solution. The scientifically designed oral retractor offers a clear view of the throat, relaxing the tongue and minimizing gag reflex. Compare with a medical grade chart, website, and app. Then you'll know just what to tell your doctor. A wellness plan in your hands in minutes. Go to SayAHHnow.com. SayAhNow.com, the new mainstay for every family's first aid kit.
Hi, this is Walt Augustinowitz. I'm the founder and CEO of ID Stronghold. By now you've heard our commercials about wallets that protect you from electronic pickpocketing. 10 years ago, I created a way to protect my own cards from prying eyes after government officials started talking about issuing a national ID card with a built-in radio chip called RFID. I felt having to broadcast my personal information was an invasion of privacy. Soon after, it was also announced that credit cards, debit cards, U.S. passports, hotel room keys, and even transit passes would all soon incorporate RFID. It was then I formed ID Stronghold to share my inventions in blocking RFID signals with the world. There are a lot of misconceptions out there today about RFID. I encourage everyone to get informed and get protected. Please go to idstronghold.com and get the facts and the wallet, sleeves, or badge holders you need to protect your personal financial data. You'll be pleasantly surprised that through our direct sales model, you won't pay more than other comparable unprotected wallets. It is as though the protection is free. Visit idstronghold.com today.
Welcome back to the Naseema Omer Show. I am interviewing Barbara Portwit today of the Superheroes Portrait, and her website is superheroesportraits.com. If you have questions, this is the segment we'll be taking questions. The number to call is 866-582-9933. 866-582-9933. We have so much to cover. I could keep asking so many questions, as I'm sure lots of people like me, inquiring minds want to know. We want to know. So I know you've been recognized, and your work has been recognized in Pioneer Press, Minnesota Monthly, Star Tribune, Red Book Magazine, Minnesota Women's Pages, Women You Should Know, Arts Connect International, and you've had some great interviews that are available online.
Correct.
And if people find me on my Facebook, they'll be able to see those events and links that I have posted and made available to you at your fingertips as well. And your most recent one that I am so excited and looking forward to, Minnesota Women's Press 2015 Changemaker. Tell us what's going to happen in that December issue.
Oh, my goodness. I just was notified yesterday by Norma Olson of the Minnesota Women's Press that I was selected as one of their 2015 Changemakers. And what this honor is, it's really a few selected women that they want to honor and recognize they feel have done something significant to help the lives of women and girls in Minnesota and around the world, whether it's in social justice, in health, in, reproductive rights or other ways. And it's just such an honor to have this kind of recognition, to realize that what I am doing is out there actually making a difference for people.
Oh, that is so... I'm so happy you had your aha moment.
Yeah, really.
How everything unfolded to manifest itself into what you're doing today. Tell me everything, in addition to the spirit that you have and passion for your work that you do and your hobby and what you love. I can see that energy flow through in your poetry. And as I'm speaking with you, Barbara, you're a wonderful person. I'm so glad our paths crossed due to Anka in this life, at least.
Yeah.
And tell me, everything takes, in addition to that, it takes time.
Correct.
You work full-time outside the home. You're raising a child.
Correct.
You have a son. Everyone has busy lives. And everything takes resources. Tell me, how do you fund your project?
I will tell you that for the first couple of years here, it has been self-funded. I have been, wholly dedicated actually to bringing this to life and bringing it to the world, and it's been amazing to see how far it's come so far. We are actually registered with Springboard for the Arts as a nonprofit project, so we have tax-exempt status, and we're able to take donations tax-exempt through the Give Minnesota website, and so that's one way that we can receive resources and fundings from individual donors online.
And people can go do that through your website.
Correct.
And that is superheroportrait.com.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. And so that's always available. And we also are looking into grant funding to be able to apply for grants to work with various community organizations to be able to raise up their community hero that we can then celebrate and unite those communities together in that kind of support. And we just have received one of our first funding opportunities from actually Alina Health Systems. Their foundation at Owatonna Hospital, Alina, has funded the show to go there for a traveling exhibit from October through February, and some special events down there that are going to be associated with the show coming to town. So that's really exciting. We also have just launched our very first Kickstarter, and that's going to be really important to see whether we can garner support from the public, to see whether if people out there really do find a value in what we are providing as a public service in arts and healing for women and families affected by breast cancer. And that Kickstarter, we're attempting to raise $2,000 by October 10th in order to support the creation of the next portrait and to have the unveiling and all of the signage and materials that go along with having this public program take place.
That is, you're right. There's so many details that go into making this happen. And as we know through your experiences and stories that these are powerful messages that come to people through your paintings, and these are life changers for the stars involved. What happens if you do not raise this $2,000 by October 10th?
Oh, yeah. Like any Kickstarter, it's the same story. You know, you have to find enough funding to reach your goal by your deadline, or every single pledge that was put forward has to be given back.
Oh, okay.
So it's always a risk, you know, and we you know, this is our first time trying this method of fundraising. We believe that we can get there, but we definitely need to get the word out, and we need people to respond in order for it to succeed.
Yes, definitely. And so I thank you for taking your time. Now we need to bring on what is this current project that you need to raise this $2,000 by October 10th to get the funding to happen. And again, that website to go to make donations or look at this fantastic video that Barbara has put together that will show you all these different portraits she's done and the story and her project and purpose. Go to superheroportrait.com, or you can also reach out to me, the Naseema Omer Show, and I will get the information to you. So, Barbara, what is your current project? Drum roll.
Drum roll. Oh, well, I am so excited to just tell everyone that I have found an amazing new subject who is just going to add so much to, you know, bringing even more inspiration and more life to more people just by picking her up and showing her to the world. That's what this is really all about. And, you know, now we're starting to have different women come through and realize, wow, this could be me. And have friends say, nominate women. And this happened last year when this amazing young woman.
You're right.
Love you. I love
my
you.
heart, maybe.
And a few of her beautiful, lively friends came through my studio at the California building at Art World last year in May. And of course, I have the rest of the portraits up, and we have the stories out there, and people are going, "Oh, what is this? What's this 7-foot-tall Wonder Woman about?" And it's like, "Oh, well, she's a breast cancer survivor, and we're doing all this." And then these women just went, "Oh," and they're all clicking on their phones, and they're like, oh my, you have to see this. You have to see Anka. Look, here's Anka in the streets of Rio de Janeiro on Carnival with her wings dancing in the street. And I'm like, okay, you know. A lot of people come through the studio, and they all are amazed by the project, but every once in a while something comes through and you get a charge, you get a feeling off of it. And I had that feeling. That day I'm like, okay, who is this person? I think I need to find out about this person. And then you wait a while, and then, you know, the show went to Bethesda Hospital, and we had the opening there, and the usual people arrived, and then I look up, and across the room, it's that woman. She came to that opening on her own, by herself, and I thought, this means something. And so ultimately I surrendered to the energy and said, I think you're supposed to be my next portrait.
That's right. I couldn't be happier. She is amazing. I've known Anka for many, many years from the fitness world and working through the YMCA. And I must say, before her experience and her journey, which she can elaborate on, her energy level is superb. She's the most uplifting, positive, charged person that I know of. Seriously, from my heart. Anka, welcome to our show. I know it's been hard for you to be quiet over there. Now we can just open it up. You did. You are perfect. Be perfect. Tell us about you, Anka. Tell us about... I know you're from Romania, right? And you've been in the States how long now?
So I came in 92.
Okay.
So that's some years now, but my accent will stay. So sorry about that.
I love your accent. That makes you you. That makes you you. So tell us, what was your scary moment, and how did you end up in Brazil?
In Brazil,
for Barbara to find that picture of you that your friend sent to her.
The first time when I heard the news that I have cancer, I called my husband to let him know, and in the same conversation, I told him, Dan, now I want to get to the carnival in Rio de Janeiro, And of course he said, sure, whatever you want, dear.
Oh, he loves you. Everyone loves you, Anka.
So this is how I decided before I even know what is the continuation. And so my doctor explained that I should wait first to see if I need chemo after the surgery. And so I explained to her that no, I don't care. If I die in Rio, that's it. This is where I want to die.
and the funny thing that I must let everybody know is Anka she loves traveling, exploring, seeing this, seeing that. Even before her journey with and battle for cancer, she's been a warrior even before that, and everything kind of kicked into gear, and it became 1,000% more higher in energy, more inspirational, more powerful. And this time when she came, I have traveled with her on a few trips, but this time when she came to me about Brazil, it was very, very special. Anka, how did you gather your crowd?
Because this was for me the most overwhelming feeling, that I have so many friends I can rely on. And when the first time I let my friends from the YMCA know that, hey ladies, who wants to join me? I'll go to Rio. They were all next to me and supporting me, and so they offered that they will come to this journey. We didn't know if it's the last one for me or not. At that time, before the surgery, I bought the tickets even before knowing what's going on.
What's going to happen. I do remember that. And that time when she asked me about Rio, I said, yes, I will go. I previously declined Rio when that had come my way. But when we come back, we'll find out why Barbara chose Anka to have wings. Stay tuned.
We use mobile devices right against our bodies every day, but growing scientific evidence has emerged showing serious health risks associated with exposure to EMF radiation emitted from these devices. The solution is Defender Shield, the most effective mobile radiation shielding ever developed. Defender Shield blocks virtually 100% of EMF radiation from cell phones, tablets, and laptops, and starts at just $64.99. Buy now at DefenderShield.com. For 10% off, use promo code GCN. DefenderShield.com, the worldwide leader in mobile radiation shielding.
My name is Bill Bonner, and I'm the president of the largest private news and research network in the world. And I paid for this airtime because I have an important message to the American people. There's a change coming that the government isn't telling you about. This change has deep implications for life in America, from where you shop to the doctors you visit and the family you want to protect. Look, I've made predictions like this before. Thing is, I was right then, too. A few years ago, I warned that housing prices would collapse. They did. Before that, I warned that .com companies would crash. They did. Those who listened had a chance to save themselves. But this has nothing to do with the stock market. This will affect us all.
You can watch the video for free right now by going to $downfall.com. Again, that's $downfall.com.
My dad was 59 when he collapsed from a heart attack late last year. Just this past August was when we spread his ashes on the St. Croix River. I loved my dad, but boy was he stubborn. He hadn't been to the doctor in over 25 years. His excuse? He simply couldn't afford it. He wasn't a rich man by any means. At less than $107 per month, LibertyOnCall.org would have been the perfect alternative for my father. Don't wait. Go to LibertyOnCall.org right now, for not just your sake, but for the sake of your loved ones. Again, that's LibertyOnCall.org.
Is negative content or comments on the web affecting your personal or professional reputation? Unfavorable comments, embarrassing pictures, videos, legal documents, and bad tweets can ruin your personal life, your career, or your business. It happens a lot, and it's just not fair. But what can you do? Reputation.com can protect your good name. Get a free consultation now at 800-831-0771. That's 800-831-0771. Call right now for a free expert reputation analysis. It's easy to squash the unfair attacks with our patented system, and the analysis is absolutely free. Make the best things about you jump out in searches. Protect your personal and professional reputation, your business, and your income. Get your free reputation analysis from Reputation.com right now. Call 800-831-0771. 800-831-0771. 800-831-0771.
Wait a minute. Don't spend a dime on emergency food storage until you visit ReadySupplyFoods.com. If you're interested in getting the most high-quality food for your money, then see our comparison page where we list all the companies and rank them by value for your dollar. You'll see that Ready Supply Foods sells 50% more food for your money than any other company. GMO-free, 25-year shelf life, great tasting, and free shipping. Make an informed decision by going to ReadySupplyFood.com today.
This is a healthcare alert from the Pain Relief Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one suffers from knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, we've got great news. You don't have to suffer any longer. You can immediately qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you by calling our 24/7 Pain Relief Hotline at 866-389-0620. Delivery is free and all paperwork is handled for you. If you are on Medicare and have knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain, don't wait. You can qualify to immediately receive a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost by calling our 24/7 Pain Hotline now at 866-389-0620. Our representatives are standing by 24/7 to take your call and rush you your pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you. Shipping is free and all paperwork is handled for you. Just call 866-389-0620. That's 866-389-0620. Again, 866-389-0620.
Hey, Berkey Guy here. Are you still drinking unfiltered tap water? Does your water contain chlorine or fluoride? Will you have drinkable water in an emergency? The Berkey Guy is here to help you remove these and other potential contaminants from your water, thus helping you drink clean, purified water. We offer Berkey water purification systems at the lowest available prices online. Don't go another moment without Berkey system. Over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands drink clean, purified water. Join them by visiting GoBerkey.com or call me, the Berkey Guy, at 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653.
Welcome, and you are joining the last segment of the Naseema Omer Show produced by Genesis Communication Network. You can go to GCNLive, LIVE.com, find the Naseema Omer Show, and you will be able to download the archived file, the recorded file of today's show. Also, after this show, find my Facebook group page through my show list on GCNLive.com and click on that and like it, and you will see the posting of a YouTube file that I will put together shortly within the week or sooner of the recorded file with static pictures and artwork from Barbara Porwitz's work and Anka Sima's being the subject. So, without further ado, Anka, just before we went on break, you were telling us about your journey to Brazil and the surgery. Everything went successful.
Yeah, everything is fine now, and all this experience made me stronger, and this is where Barbara's role was that through her, I connected with the same powerful women that through her paintings send me a feeling that you can have fun and enjoy even this kind of experience. So from this, you get to be a fighter and even enjoy the life even more.
Yes, and you know, I must say, Anka, and I've told you this before, you definitely energize me to a much higher level. And as much as a positive person and high energy person you are, thank you for sharing that this inspired you and gave you courage to be more of this warrior.
Yes.
Now, the wings in your picture, I remember we were in Brazil, in Rio, walking, and I cannot remember if it was our friend Flavia or if it was our friend Lisa, but two of us were walking ahead, and we saw these wings by the lamppost, and we're like, no, don't pick it up. It's been there all night. Who knows what's peed on it, blah, blah, blah. And we walk ahead. Next thing I know, Anka and another 3 girls were walking behind us. Anka is now walking, and she's got these wings on. Barbara, take it from there.
Yeah, so with every subject, you know, we spend a lot of time talking. I listen a lot. I listen to their stories, and then I encourage them to share pictures with me from their life that they feel are significant. And so, of course, I got the link to 963 pictures of Brazil, but as
we all love taking pictures, don't we, Anka? And the crystal.
Yes. We need 10 minutes, but I'll do the 5 minutes.
Okay, do the 5 minutes.
So as I filter through 963 pictures of Brazil, this one picture, zing. You get a feeling, and it's like, here she is with her wings, her arms outstretched, her head is cocked to the side, and she has this wonderful devilish grin on, and it's at the top of the stairway going into a Rio in Brazil, and it's like, wow, this is it. This is the feeling, and this is the moment that we want to show the world about what Anka is.
Okay.
And the wings have become an opportunity for even greater, like, creativity and energy shared with community. We've been taking visitor designs for Anka's wings, and Anka has been selecting different parts of different designs from community members' wings that she wants included in her portrait. So it's going to be really cool.
Very nice. The Butterfly of Rio is what it is. And stay tuned and go visit the Facebook page and the website superheroportrait.com. And please, we are looking for funds and donations, and listen for more later. Thank you for joining us. Have a great week. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Anka. Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you so much, Naseema.
Thousands of people seeking home security get ripped off every day, and the home security industry wants you to believe that's your only option. They've got hordes of salesmen out there trying to scare you into signing one of their long-term contracts. You get stuck writing huge checks month after month with no way out. It's robbery by contract, and it can cost you thousands. But there's a better way to protect your home. Simply Safe Home Security. Simply Safe has no contracts. None. You'll get award-winning 24/7 protection. Security professionals watching over your home, ready to instantly send police to the rescue for just $14.99 per month. That's less than half what most companies charge. Protect your home the smart way. Visit simplysafedefense.com today for an exclusive 10% offer and get a free keychain remote worth $25. Only when you go to simplysafedefense.com. simplysafedefense.com.
Most of us already know that taking a fish oil supplement to boost omega-3s is a good idea. But did you know that about 60% of Americans are actually deficient in omega-3s? Did you know that most fish oil products contain only about 25% omega-3s and the remaining 75% is undesirable fish fat? Heck, did you know that more than 90% of fish oil supplements sold in the USA are not even made here? If you want to boost your omega-3s using the finest American-made fish oil, check out Nutrigold Fish Oil Supplements on www.fishoil.best. Nutrigold fish oils are independently 5-star certified and guaranteed to be exceptionally pure. That means no more fish burps. Best of all, just one Nutrigold fish oil capsule contains more omega-3s than 4 standard fish oil capsules. Go to www.fishoil.best or call 888-920-1497 and use promo code BESTFISHOIL to get a free 1-month supply. That's www.fishoil.best or call 888-920-1497.